Morning folks, it's just after 9:30 a.m. Saturday the 17th of January 26. I've decided to go to Back Valley Hut. Here's the signpost. It's only theoretically an hour and a half to the hut. And when I get to that hut, I plan on staying there the night, but I'm just going to go early today because there's another trek to our lake Rakatua, which is supposed to be about an hour, but I'll see what the dock intention book says at the hut to see what the track conditions is like. Right, so we're going to head off this way. So I have to, because I forgot some of my food as mentioned earlier, I have to be careful rationing. I'm okay for meals. I've still got one more meal left, just one more night, but I'm a bit light on my coffee sachets and that, so just have to manage that. We drink a bit more much more water than usual to make up for the difference. I still have plenty of snack bars, energy bars to get me through. Right, today's trek, looking at the map, was quite not too steep, fairly flattish, undulating, so we'll see how we go. Ooh, right, back there, not long after the track junction, there was a little creek had to cross, good running water, but no problems. Then there was a big tree fall across the track, but you can see where people have made tracks around it, so that was okay to negotiate. So generally it's a good track to follow at the moment, it's well marked, so we'll see how we go. A lot of ferns, which is nice. Oh, you certainly have to keep your wits about you, and the track is mainly good like this. But there's a lot of zigzagging around, a few muddy patches. You just got to make sure you keep your eyes open for the orange markers in front of you. Got a noisy bird in the background. Not sure what sort of bird it is. I'm no good on my birds or my various trees. Oh yeah, here's one of several little creeks I've had to cross. I'll drop down there and just go up there. There's an orange marker, probably can't see it. on the centre of the screen on a tree. So, yeah. Right, just come upon some fungi. That one's here. Whole bunch. Whole bunch on the track. Right, we've just come to a Foony Gully Creek video, so we'll just show you where we go. Oh, yeah. It's all pretty straightforward. Just get my pole. It might be a bit tricky. Right. Oh, nice good track. And watch where I'm putting my feet. So, oops, filming might. It's not that steep. It's just probably stood on a twig going downhill. I'm always careful going downhill, even though it's tougher going. It's got a swampy bit section here. Even though it's tougher going uphill, I generally don't mind going uphill. You know, I just take my time. But downhills usually take it a bit more easier. Yeah, piece of cake that, no problems. Right, since that little gully crossing, the vegetation's changed to be much more open now. A lot of tree fall around though from over the years. Nice open now. I can see straight up in front of me 2 orange markers, so hopefully it's going to be nice and open and free flowing to the hut. Looking at the map, the hut is quite close, right on. There's a walkway I have to cross the stream to get to the hut. It's on the edge of a swampy area too, so maybe the content mozzies are going around the hut. More filming of this lovely section, open, soft ground. Bird life. It's just nice walking through areas like this, nice and quiet, listening to the bird life. won't film too much of this, but as you can see, it's just endless, easy walking, easy to see the markers. Right, coming up to the stream or river, more of a river, and our walk wire. We've got a ladder. Well, obviously, mate, there's a ladder just to get up. So that's what the walkway looks like. Not a terribly long one, so I think the hut's just up in the trees there somewhere. Right. So we won't film doing this. Phew. Finally made it across. You just got to make sure you got your hands free and just take it real easy. I don't like them, but I'm sort of used to them. I did quite a lot on the Dusky trip. There's numerous three walk wires on that track, so we did get used to them after a while. But when you're carrying a heavy pack, you've got to just try and keep that centre of gravity when you're walking across. Right. Not too far. Quite a few footprints in the ground. The track is giving way here, but probably a long time ago there was a track across here, but it's all very silty around here, so obviously it's going to get real muddy, and there's been a lot of rain around. See quite a few footprints in the mud here. Some of them might be from the guy that went, I saw a couple of days ago coming in for a hunt. It's quite obtuse. Maybe it's fairly firm. Right. Oh, coming up to a bit of an open area. Up there's the hut coming up on my right. That's probably why plenty of space for camping here. Up here we are. More of a hunting hut. Back Valley hut. It's quite windy already. Late morning. You see the still pretty cloudy. Oh yeah, here we are. Lake Rakatu 1 hour. Oh, Manapori's 2.5. So we'll go and see what the intention book says and decide whether I'll end up staying here or going out a bit earlier. Right, we're inside the Back Valley hut. Just a 4 bunker. Looks like quite a, it's kept Looks nice and tidy too, so we've got a bench here. Just look through the intentions books, there's hardly any mention of anybody going to Lake Rakatua, but quite a bit of reading material here. Little wee stove here, yeah, good. Bit of a chair to sit on. And here's the 4 bunks. Looks like these good mattresses. So I'll probably stay here for tonight. I'll just have some lunch and decide might just have a go getting up to Lake Rakatu. Says it's only an hour, so but I'll just see how I'll just have a go and see how I feel, whether I'll go all the way. Hopefully I can go all the way, the trip's okay. You know, I'll just take little gear with me. Yep, so I'll have a bit of a lunch break here now and set up my bed and we'll see where we go from there. Right, we've had lunch. Go for a little explore, hopefully up to this lake. Too muddy or whatever. Just see where we go. And you can see it's really muddy in here. Yeah, just one big bog with a lot of heavy rain around. So, oh, see how we go. It's probably might be a good track. 12:45ish we've left the hut. See how long it takes. I've just left everything back at the hut, just got my walking pole, my PLB, my Zolio and a snack. So we'll just see how things go. That should be a bit quicker trawl. Travel, you can see it's really flooded in here. So the map didn't show we had to cross that. We just sidle along that, but we do. I think there's probably side creeks we've got to cross. I think I might have just scared a deer. It's kind of running away here. Didn't hear any noise though, but apparently quite a bit of deer and pig in this area. A lot of hunters come in here. Track is a good track so far. again, different vegetation again. Didn't actually see that deer, and I just obviously heard me coming and just moved and scurry off. Right there, track, as the map shows, does tend to stay about a contour, or a couple of contours above the river that's over back on my right hand side, but seem to be going away from it a little bit at the moment. We're just sidling around this little hilltop here. Sometimes tracks just go over these little hill tops, but in this case it's going around. Oh, one of these side streams. And nothing in it at the moment. Oh, it's more mud than anything. Right. Keep an eye out. Markers. This looks like the track goes this way here. The marker behind me. Oh, here we are. Here's the marker. Well, it's a little faint in places, but still it's a pretty good trail really. Oh, we're back close to the stream. It's called the Stinking Stream. Flowing reasonably fast. Quite wide and deep, so you don't cross it on this walk. So fortunately, back on my left there, there's a lot of marshy wetland area. You have to go through a bit of it tomorrow when we leave the hut, so hopefully one would imagine there's some boardwalk to walk on through the marshy bits. Don't think they'll be that mean. Just check out where the here. Just got to keep in touch with the orange markings. Right, I've just crossed a boggy patch, and there's another big one here. The track goes straight up this way, so I'm suspecting there's going to be quite a bit of this boggy stuff. It's quite pretty soft and all that. With my trail runner shoes, not really bothered going on any further. If I had my tramping boots on, I might have carried on, but never mind. Nice little bit of exercise. So we'll just carry on back to the hut and then go and get some water. Right. Before I take my shoes off, just to go and get some water for the rest of the day and something to boil up in the morning. Might have to get enough for a couple of hot drinks and for dinner tonight, and to boil up some for drinking tomorrow. I can boil it up tonight and cool down overnight. That's what I did last night. Right, here are some billies and buckets in the hut to use to go and get the water, so I won't film this part. Phew. Oh, just been down and found just took this billy. Bit of a mozzie floating in there at the moment. It'll all get boiled anyway for hot drinks or cold drinking. So hopefully I've got plenty there for a hot drink and my meal tonight, and a hot drink in the morning, and I'll boil enough that I can top up my drinking bottle, so I can boil that up tonight and that'll cool down overnight. So I'll give it a good boil. I did bring a filter with me as well, so, and I have used it on this trip. So so coming back to the hut, it was quite warm in here, so I've opened the window here to let some air in, so it doesn't get too stuffy. So that might be about all the recording I'll do for today. If there's anything I need to say later on today before going to bed, I'll have a few words, but otherwise I'll sign back on in the morning. Cheerio for the Well, morning folks. It's a lovely sunny morning, hence it was a bit cool during the night and this morning, but it's really pleasant now. Don't need to wear gloves. So I had a pretty good night's sleep last night. So a wonderful fine day to walk out today. So today is Sunday the 18th of January 2026, and it's about 8:15. So we'll see how long. Shouldn't take any longer than 3 hours to get to the water taxi, but I've got to try and contact them for a pickup. So let's go. Right. Might just do a little bit of filming on this section until I get to the track junction where it joins up with the track to Hokam Hut, and from there I may not do too much filming because I've already done some filming on that section. There's a bit muddy there. We are going through a bit of a well, we're on hard ground. It's a bit of a swampy area. If there's been a lot of rain, you probably wouldn't want to come through this way. think it gets a bit more open a little later on. Alright, find the softest patches. Oops. I'll just keep filming, but not necessarily exactly where I'm going. I'm just trying to listen to some of the bird song as I'm walking along. So I have to keep a good look out for the orange markers in a few places I've just come through. Quite a bit of zigzagging. Back on the flats again. Damn. Really swampy bit to get through. Here's the arrow in front, so we've got to go. You go straight through here somehow. Probably the best bet is just kind of go straight. Bit of a nuisance. Phew! Finally made it to the track junction. The track was much slower than, well, probably not really anticipated. It's a mandatory an hour and a half from here. It did say 2.5 from the hut. So hopefully it won't take me an hour and a half. It's now 9:30. So it took me about an hour and a quarter to get here. I lost about 10 minutes. Big tree over the track. Went the wrong way to go around it, so backtrack and then went around the other way and then picked up the track. So making those quick decisions if you can't find a marker or whatever. Right, so I probably won't do much more filming now until I get back to the water taxi jetty.